Hey everybody, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna watch Asmongold. This is my reaction, my commentary to Asmongold's video. The war update is crazy. And it is a little crazy. Let's see how it goes.
Secretary,
for our audience, just to explain, this Red Sea area is a really important transit point for global shipping. The Houthis out of Yemen have been disrupting transit there for some time. President Trump cited these concerns when he announced the strikes. I'm wondering, how long will this campaign last, and will it involve ground?
Can you imagine having to fucking like sail all the fucking way around Africa?
Hell no, I wouldn't sell it for it. They need to stop that, but they're gonna last. This is gonna last as long as it needs to. It's gonna last probably until they're gone. Hopefully.
Just because a couple of clowns don't want you to go through here? Think about how much fucking money that wastes.
A lot of damn money.
The billions of dollars that we're spending on this.
Well, first of all, the problem here is that this is a very important shipping lane, and in the last year and a half, the last 18 months, the Houthis have struck or attacked 174 naval vessels of the United States, attacking the U.S. Navy directly 174 times, and
174 times. This didn't just happen since Trump got all this. This has been happening before he got in. 174? Biden, what the fuck are they doing? What were they doing? Protecting our boys. Our boys are out there. Our boys and our girls. Our ladies and our gentlemen. Fuck that.
45 times they've attacked commercial shipping. So we basically have a band of pirates,
Yeah.
you know, with guided precision and
Pirate.
By Luffy.
and exacting a toll system in one of the most important shipping lanes in the world. That's just not sustainable. We are not going to have these people controlling which ships.
Imagine defending.
Luffy's the guy that Hassan put on his fucking stream. That's what it is. I just caught that. Watching your chat, I just caught that. Luffy. Wow, Hassan. Fuck you. Don't let me see you in person. I have to take my glove off and slap you in the face and challenge you to a duel. Mr. Hassan. Come at me, buddy.
This.
Go through and which ones cannot. And so your question is, how long will this go on? It will go on until they no longer have the capability to do that.
Applaud
What's
it.
gonna happen? I don't know.
Applaud.
Well, what does U.S. intelligence tell us at this point? Because the U.S. had been conducting strikes for some time, but has not stopped the Houthis. So what's going to be different right now? Do you have more fidelity in the intelligence that would make this more successful?
Well, those strikes were retaliation strikes. So they launched one missile, we hit the missile launcher, or we sent something to do it. This is not a message. This is not a one-off. This is an effort to deny them the ability to continue to constrict and control shipping. And it's just not going to happen. We're not going to have these guys, these people with weapons able to tell us where our ships can go, where the ships of all the world can go, by the way. It's not just the U.S. We're doing the world a favor.
Yeah.
We're doing the entire world a favor by getting rid of these guys and their ability to strike global shipping. That's the mission.
They are. That's why we need to have the whole world pay us a bunch of money to do this.
Fucking ain't right. Pay us some money. Pay my money back. Pay it back to us. What the hell? Damn right, Asmon. Damn right, Asmongold. Tell how it is, buddy. Tell how it fucking is. And Rubio, I like this guy, Rubio. He's pretty good. I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I think that they owe us, how much you guys think? Probably $100 billion again?
If not more, if not more.
I think that's a good start.
Damn good start.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
Fucking A, you're welcome.
Here,
Fucking
and it
A.
will continue until that's carried out. That never happened
World
before.
didn't ask. Actually, I bet a lot of places probably did.
Hell yeah, they asked.
Probably a lot of people that, like, their nation depends on, like, trade. I bet they're probably like, thank God this is happening.
Fucking yes, yes.
The Biden administration didn't do that. All the Biden administration would do is they
I
would
can think of one nation that wants it to happen.
respond to an attack. These guys would launch one rocket, we'd hit the rocket launcher. That's it. This is an effort to take away their ability to control global shipping in that part of the world. That's just not going to happen anymore.
And it
So
could
this will continue until that's finished.
Good.
it could involve ground raids.
Good. Shut up.
Well, those are military decisions to be made.
Because
but
he
I
talk-
don't
I'll let her
know
talk.
ground raids. I don't think there's
I see
any
something
necessity
back
for it
over
right
her.
now. I can tell you that as of last night, some of the key people involved in those missile launches are no longer with us. And I can tell you that some of the facilities that they use are no longer existing. And that will continue. Look, it's bottom line,
So
the
they're
easy way
gone.
to understand it, okay? These guys are able to control what
I don't think they're
ships go
gone.
through there. They've attacked
They're not going all the way.
174 times they've attacked the United States Navy. We're not going to have people.
How did that happen and Biden just let it happen?
That's what I said. That many attacks did not happen just on Trump's watch. Since he just got reinstated in the office. No. It was happening before. We never heard about it. We didn't know our forces were getting attacked by the Wazis, by Luffy. Hassan's buddy. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you too. Fuck you. Let's eradicate them and get these non-Americans out of our country. You don't want to be American? Get out of here. Go to your country. Go to your country. See how they treat you. You think they're going to stone you to death? Or they're going to welcome you? Oh, yes. Let's give you all the luxury you had in the United States. Out here in the fucking desert, learning how to survive, to fear the Americans when they're coming to fucking kill you. Think about that. Go out there. Get out of America. Go where you want to go. Ha! Please.
That's crazy. How do you do that? The U.S. is doing all the dirty work while the European Union countries are looking at each other while they're too busy censoring internet bullies. Yeah. Well, we'll take over Europe after we get done with this.
Oh, tell. Oh, get.
I know there's a lot of fucking stupid ass Europeans that are in chat. I'm joking, by the way. Please fuckers write another Reddit thread about how I hate Europe. Jesus Christ, you guys are such pussies.
Pussy motherfucker. Oh,
Sitting
goddamn.
around with the
What
missiles
fucking pussy?
attacking the U.S. Navy. It's not going to happen. Not under President Trump.
The president also referenced Iran in his statement. Iran provides some support for the Houthis, as you know. Put this in context for me, because U.S. intelligence has been suggesting for some time that Israel has the desire and intent to conduct an attack on Iran's developing nuclear program in the coming months.
That'd be nuts.
President Trump has extended an offer for negotiations. Have you heard anything back from Iran? Is this strike in Yemen a signal to Iran?
This strike in Yemen is about their ability, the ability of the Houthis to strike global shipping.
They better take it as a signal, as a sign. They better stop this shit. They better stop it. Stop supporting people like this. Stop supporting terrorists. Democrats, Hassan, y'all, we're progressive. Thank you. We are progressive. They're not progressive as us. It's progressive to support terrorists. That's progression to support killing of innocent people, targeting civilians. Fuck you. Target me, bitch.
And attack the U.S. Navy and their willingness to do it. 174 times against the U.S. Navy, 145 sometimes against global shipping. That's what the strike is about. What we can't ignore, and the reason why the president mentioned Iran, is because the Iranians have supported the Houthis. They provided them intelligence. They provided them guidance. They provided them weaponry. I mean, there's no way the Houthis, okay, the Houthis would have the ability to do
The Houthis. The Houthis.
this kind of thing unless they had support from Iran. And so this was a
That's a good point. I mean, I've seen some of these terrorists, and they're on canoes and boats and shit like that. These shitty ass little boats, yeah.
Damn.
to Iran. Don't keep supporting them, because then you will also be responsible for what they are doing in attacking Navy ships, in attacking global shipping.
They also get support from Russia, potentially, which you leverage sanctions in regard to. But I want to ask you about tariffs, because you were just in Canada.
Good old
last
Russia.
week.
We love Russia.
China is Canada's second biggest export market, Mexico's third. In this ongoing trade back and forth the U.S. is having, isn't there a risk that China will ultimately be the winner? If it's too costly to deal with the United States, won't they benefit?
Well, actually, China and Canada are involved in a mini trade war right now. In fact, the Chinese have imposed a bunch of tariffs, reciprocal or retaliatory tariffs on Canada after Canada imposed tariffs on them. So here's the way everyone needs to understand this, okay? The president rightfully believes that the balance of global trade is completely off kilter. For 30 or 40 years, we have allowed countries to treat us unfairly in global trade, much of it during the Cold War, because we wanted them to be rich.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of, I kind of feel bad for Canada in a way, right? I mean, you have two big groups of these, like, you know, massively powerful countries that have decided to, like, just team up and just fucking beat up on Canada. Like, hey, yo, fuck Canada, right?
Like, I got friends in Canada. I got friends in Canada. What? Don't say that.
They were our allies in the Cold War. But now that has to change. You look at the European Union. The European Union's economy is about the same size as ours. It's not a low-wage economy. It's very comparable to ours in terms of its composition and so forth. Why do they have a trade surplus with us? So what the president is saying is two things. Number one, there are critical industries like aluminum, like steel, like semiconductors, like automobile manufacturing that he rightfully believes, President Trump rightfully believes, the U.S. needs to have a domestic capability, and the way you protect those industries.
Well, damn yeah, we need the domestic capability. If these other countries are going to go to war with them or whatever the hell's going to happen with these other countries, we don't know what happened. We don't know what's going to happen in these other countries. We got to be self-sustaining, self-supporting, like we have been. I believe we used to be way back in the day. We could do our own thing. When we built this country, we wasn't getting shit from Europe. We wasn't getting shit from China. We wasn't getting stuff from Taiwan. Back when this country was built and it started, we provided ourselves. Learn to provide for yourself. Provide for yourselves. That's what we must do. That's what we must do. That's what we got to do.
And build that capability is by ensuring that there's economic incentives to produce in the United States. The second is global, and that is we are going to put tariffs on countries reciprocal to what they impose on us. And so this is a global.
That's only fucking fair.
Well, it's not against Canada, it's not against Mexico, it's not against the EU, it's everybody. And then from that new baseline of fairness.
Everybody gonna get it. Everybody. Treat us, we're gonna treat you like how you treat one as you yourself wishes to be treated.
And reciprocity, we will engage potentially in bilateral negotiations with countries around the world on new trade arrangements that make sense for both sides. Fairness. But right now it's not fair. We're going to reset the baseline, and then we can enter into these bilateral agreements potentially with countries so that our trade is fair. What's not going to continue is, of course, these countries.
So this is all just about leverage to get bilateral, not not North American free trade deals. Renegotiation.
No, it's not leverage. It's fairness. It's resetting baseline fairness, and then from there we can work on deals and so forth, because they'll have products we don't make, we have products they don't make. That's where trade works the best. It has to be free, but it has to be fair. And right now it's only free on one side, and it's not fair for the other side.
It's gotta be fair to us, the ones taking all the risks, the ones protecting the world, protecting global shipping lanes. So you can trade cheaper. But you want to charge us more and us not charge you nothing? No. Get it, Trump. Do the damn thing, Rubio. I like this. I like where it's going.
Well, you know,
it's an
sir,
unsustainable position.
The ad hoc nature of these policy announcements.
Ad hoc. She said ad hoc. She don't know what ad hoc means.
Announcements and pullbacks are causing concern in the marketplace, as we saw this past week. So I heard you describe what seemed like a strategy to get to negotiations on a bilateral front. You also seem to negotiate, you say this was national security minded, but then we also see comments by the president of like 200% tariffs on champagne. That's not a critical industry for the United States. That seems more emotional.
No, that's called retaliation. That's what happens.
Why are they doing it to us?
Exactly. Why? Why they do it to us? Why?
Yeah, so it's emotional when we do it, but not when they do it.
In these trade exchanges.
That's not fair. Tell them, Asmon. Tell these fuckers.
that work?
They're going to increase tariffs on. They already have high tariffs. They're going to add
That's
more to their
crazy.
tariffs. Fine. Then we'll have to find something to. I mean, you tell me. I mean, Canada's going after whiskey and orange juice
In
and
retaliation.
I mean, yeah, exactly. So that sounds pretty petty to me as well. So what's the difference?
Very petty. Champagne versus oranges. Oranges prevent scurvy. Good source of vitamin C. Champagne, which is more beneficial to a human. Oranges or champagne? Fuck y'all.
The point is, I get it.
Yep.
I understand why these countries don't like it, because the status quo of trade is good for them. It benefits them. They like the status quo. We don't like the status quo. We are going to set a new status quo, and then we can negotiate something, if they want to, that is fair for both sides. But what we have now cannot continue. We have deindustrialized this country. Okay, deindustrialized the United States of America. There are things we can no longer make, and we have to be able to make in order to be safe as a country and in order to have jobs. That's why we had a Rust Belt. That's why we've suffered all these important jobs that once sustained entire communities wiped out by trade that basically.
I think there's a chance that little Marco might be the president one day.
Wow, that's something to say, Asmongold, that's something to say. He's pretty smart. He's on point. I like him.
There's a good chance. I mean, he did pretty well. Like, I mean, for a young guy on his first time, I think he did pretty well in 2016. And that was against, like, full, like fucking hard mode Trump. Dance. Like, yeah.
These factories, these jobs, this industrial capability to other places, that cannot and will not continue.
Yeah.
President
Trump Prime.
He's been talking about this since the 1980s, actually, even before he was a political figure. This is going to happen, and it's going to happen now.
I want to ask you.
He was talking about this before. I had to look that up. He was talking about before. So he's predicting this, or he's seen it already happening back in the 80s. And so that would make sense why it's escalated to so many billions and billions and billions of corrupt dollars that it's been happening since the 80s. So pretty good amount of money since then. Yep. I see how it could happen.
You about Russia. You said Envoy Steve Witkoff's meeting with Vladimir Putin that happened last week would answer the fundamental question of whether we're moving towards a ceasefire or whether Putin is using a delay tactic. You spoke with Sergei Lavrov, the foreign minister, yesterday. Is this a delay tactic?
Well, I think that was a promising meeting. As I've said repeatedly, we're not going to negotiate this in the public. Hopefully we'll have something to announce at some point fairly soon. I can't guarantee that, but I certainly think the meeting was promising. The exchange was promising. I don't take away from Steve's meeting, from Ambassador Witkoff's meeting, negativity. There are some challenges. This is a complex 3-year war that's been ongoing along a very long military front with a lot of complexity to it. So no one's claiming that it's easy, but I want everyone to understand here's the plan. Plan A is get the shooting to stop so that we can move to Plan B, phase 2, which is have everybody at a table, maybe with some shuttle diplomacy, to figure out a way to permanently end this war in a way that's enduring and it respects everybody's needs and so forth. No one is saying that that second part is easy, but we can't get even to that second part until we get past the first part. It's hard to negotiate an enduring end to a war.
I think they're going to be able to do it. I do. I think they're going to figure it out.
We hope so, Asmon. We hope they figure it out. I think they can. Young cats like this, got a cat like this in there, you got Trump in there. We got Musk. Musk figuring out how to shoot shit into space. Very cheap, very safe. So I think the people that Trump's putting up in there in charge is doing the damn thing. They doing it. Keep it rolling. Let's go.
I didn't think that for a while, but like after the amount of crash outs and then recoveries after the crash outs, I think that they'll be able to do it.
Long as they're shooting at each other. And so the president wants a ceasefire. That's what we're working on.
Maybe it sounds stupid, but like that's what I'm thinking.
That won't be easy in and of itself. We move to the second.
I don't think it sounds stupid. It sounds pretty good. Pretty good to me. Sounds like it could be a possibility.
phase, which is negotiating something more enduring and permanent. That will be hard. It will involve a lot of hard work, concessions from both sides, but it has to happen. This war cannot continue. The president has been clear about that, and he's doing everything he can to bring it to an end.
Okay. We'll talk about that later in the program as well with Envoy Witkoff. I want to ask you about a decision you made to revoke a student visa for someone at Columbia University this past week. The Wall Street Journal editorial board writes,
They just can't get over this.
Is that about the guy that... Yeah, let me hear what she's talking about. Let's see what she has to say. What does she have to say? I knew she was... Yeah, we'll see.
They can't get over it.
the administration needs to be careful.
Yep.
It's targeting real promoters of terrorism, not breaking the great promise of a green card by deporting anyone with controversial political views. Can you substantiate any form of material support for terrorism, specifically to Hamas, from this Columbia?
They don't need to substantiate it directly to Hamas. All they need to do is substantiate it to an organization that has expressed support for Hamas. That's what the law says. That's what the rules say.
Good. Yeah,
And it's
get him
also
out.
not even any terror organization.
Get him out. What? Preach it, Evan. Yeah, but this is stupid. Why would we let somebody from another country come over here and talk shit to face our colleges, corrupt our young kids' brains with their poison thoughts? They're not even citizens. Come on.
Organization. It's even bigger than that.
Student, or was it simply that he was espousing a controversial political
You see
point
how
of view?
she's so specific? Well, she's so specific because this is the woman that tried to compare. What did she try to compare to Nazi Germany? I'm trying to remember, like how Hitler took power about burning books, I think. What was it again? Yeah, I forgot what it was. It was like free speech. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Free speech is what led to Nazi Germany. This is what this woman said.
Free speech is what led to Nazi Germany. This bitch right here. What? She said that? Why is she even on the screen? The fuck, man? This bitch out of here. The fuck out of here, you non-American bitch. The fuck out. Oh, I can't stand him. Sorry, Evan. Sorry.
So you shouldn't take anything that she says seriously. She's a retard. I mean, just straight up.
Retard. Yeah.
Well, not just the student. We're going to do more. In fact, every day now we're approving visa revocations, and if
Do more. We're going to do more. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Let's go.
that visa led to a green
Thank God. Thank God, bro. Like, we have
For real.
terrorist sympathizers here in the U.S. that are citizens. We need
Yeah.
to import new terrorist sympathizers.
Hell no, we don't need no more to import. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to your goddamn. Go get stoned over there. Go get. I'm not even gonna start. I can't. Oh.
It's overdue. It is law.
You're not ready for it.
Get them out.
card, the green card process as well.
Get the fuck out.
Very simple.
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
apply to enter the United States and you get a visa, you are a guest. And you're coming as a student, you're coming as a tourist, or what have you. And in it, you have to make certain assertions. And if you tell us when you apply for a visa, I'm coming to the U.S. to participate in pro-Hamas events, that runs counter to the foreign policy interest of the United States of America. It's that simple.
Of course it's that simple. You come over here to be anti-United States, be a guest in our country. You're going to try to turn our country against itself, try to poison the minds of people in our country, and you're a guest here? Get the fuck out of here. Go to El Salvador. Put them in El Salvador. That's where they got to go. Fuck you.
So you lied. You came. If you had told us that you were going to do that, we never would have given you the visa. Now you're here. Now
Nope.
you do it.
Yep.
So you lied to us. You're out. It's that simple.
But is
That
there
straightforward.
any evidence of a link to terrorism?
She needs to shut the hell up. What the fuck is she even stuttering on? Stutter. It's an idiot. Get the fuck out of here. Who is this bitch?
Or is it just his
Sure.
point of view?
Has it ever occurred to you that his point of view is the link?
God damn. Wow.
What are we doing?
What does she do?
She answered it yes.
Fucking
She
that.
doesn't get it. Well, what she's trying to do, so this is
She does get it. She's playing ignorant. Like I said in one of my videos before, these people play ignorant because it benefits them to be ignorant. So they can push things that they pretend to be ignorant about. What do you mean? Why is it because of this? Fuck you. This bitch needs to be... Oh, fuck her.
is what she's trying to do. She's trying to minimize and make it seem like his viewpoint and his support of terrorism is just a point of view. So she's using intentionally soft language.
But did he physically vandalize a United States college? The United States gives money to Colombia? If I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken.
In order to make him seem extreme. That's what's happening. And this is, again, like, it's manipulation, it's an implication. Yes, exactly. And so as soon as you see how this happens, and this is why, by the way, this is the reason why a lot of people watch these videos. It's because I think a lot of average people see this happen, but they might not really understand it entirely. Maybe English might not be their first language.
Well, English is my first language, and I'm learning a lot from you, Asmongold. Learning a lot from you. I'm an old dog, a little older than you. But yeah, I still learn. I'm learning from you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you.
They might not, really pick up on it as much. I spend a lot of time talking. I spend a lot of time reading. And so I see this very quickly. Are you? Yeah, I understand English very well. I do. And I can immediately see when this is happening.
Oh, no, the grammar police. Oh, watch out for the grammar police.
I know how to use manipulative language, and I know how to identify manipulative language. I'm very good at it. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so popular. Yeah, it's because I'm good at communicating. So, anyway, your English good since when? Yes, my English does be good.
My English does be good, man. Yeah, my English be good, man. What you be talking about, man? That's what I be talking about. My English be so good, man. The goodest English in the English language. Ha!
And so anyway, this happens, and it's so obviously disingenuous. It's clearly disingenuous.
Very disingenuous. Yes, it is. Why are they still allowing these people on the news to talk to Americans who could be influenced by what they say with their stupid, ignorant ass questions and remarks? They're anti-American. Who is trying to change America to this? Why are they trying to change America to be like that? They lost. It was very, very much happening, but turning the tides, making it great again.
Yeah, they take over. You should watch the news. These guys take over entire buildings.
We
they
covered
vandalize
it
colleges.
intensely.
They shut down
I'm
colleges.
asking about the
Well, then you should
specific
know that
justification for the revocation of his visa. Was
this
there any
specific
evidence
individual
of
was the
materials?
His visa, get the fuck out of here. You're vandalizing our colleges. Get the fuck out. You stupid. That's dumb. What a dumb question. What a dumbass question.
Spokesperson was the negotiator negotiating on behalf of people that took over a campus, that vandalized buildings, negotiating over what? That's a crime in and of itself, that they're involved in being the negotiator, the spokesperson, this, that, the other. We don't want it. We don't need these people in our country. We never should have allowed them in the first place.
So this is Ozempic.
Fucking true.
Fucking ain't right, true. Damn right. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you.
He had told us.
He has no goddamn right in this country. No fucking right whatsoever in here. He has no rights, no constitutional rights. Constitutional rights are for Americans. Americans. not a guest in our country who's going to vandalize our schools, poison the minds of our young men and women. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck him. Go to El Salvador. He can go there too.
I'm going over there, and I'm going over there to become the spokesperson and one of the leaders of a movement that's going to turn one of your allegedly elite colleges upside down. People can't even go to school. Library buildings being vandalized.
Why do these people share a bed with terrorists and terrorist supporters? Because their entire ideology is hinged around oppression and oppressor, and they view the terrorists as the oppressed. So anything that they do as a response is acceptable because they're part of this group that it's acceptable to do these things. That's it. And everything is based off of that.
Wow. Ponder that for a minute. Think about that a minute. Everything is based off of that, huh? The terrorists are the oppressed. The terrorists are the victims. They're the victims. The terrorists are the victims, not the people, the innocent civilians that die, or our side. Not the innocent women they yank the fetuses out of with knives and carve the belly up and grab the fetus and throw it on the street. No, they're not the victim. The people perpetrating that is the victims. Fucking crazy. Insane, this shit being talked about. Oh, I don't know what to say.
Would have let him in. We never would have let him in to begin with. And now that he's doing
Nope.
it, he's here, he's going to leave, and so are others, and we're going to keep doing it.
Good.
And by the way, I find
Good.
it ironic that a lot of these people out there defending the First Amendment speech.
Conservatives will be the first to tell you that they're the most oppressed people. Shut the fuck up, Zach. Bro, you're not going to convince anybody by creating these disingenuous double standards that nobody believes or gives a shit about.
Amen.
Like, here, I'll pull it up. We haven't pulled up anybody today in chat. I just noticed that. So, what's the problem with this? We're listening to, like, what this is.
Conservatives will be the first to tell you they are the most oppressed people. Shut the fuck up. Ha! Ha 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 ha!
Your entire channel is a double standard, partisan hack. Can you give me an example of that double standard? If it's my entire channel, I think that it'd be easy for you to find one.
Ooh, find one, buddy. Find one, Lil Yo 89. Find one. Ha ha ha!
He's crashing out? Is he really? You think so?
What?
I think he might be crashing out too.
He doing what? Crashing out? Oh, he responding back? Yeah, he done for. He done for. OV for him. OV.
Emotional manipulation only going one way? No, I've said multiple times that emotional manipulation goes both ways, and I used the example of bringing that kid with brain cancer to the union address, or basically the union address that Trump did, as blatant emotional manipulation. And I think that it's also emotional manipulation with the trans issues and the sports issues as well.
Definitely is emotional manipulation. People's emotions are the strong things that influence a person, is their emotions. So why not manipulate the strong thing that influences the way a person thinks and the way a person acts is their emotions.
I've never said that. Do you have another example of a double standard that doesn't exist? Or is that the only example of fake double standards?
Get him, Asmongold.
You only ever call out one side?
I heard it called multiple sides.
So if I only ever call out one side, why am I able to make multiple examples of me calling out other sides? Because like, how do I have multiple examples of me calling out the other side if I only call out one side?
Yep.
Are you saying that I'm lying and I didn't do that? Or are you saying that you're just exaggerating things because you're mad? Which one is it?
He's probably mad.
You used to care about wealth disparity. Now you're championing it. When have I championed wealth disparity?
My gosh, Caesar Milan.
When did I do that? So this is another double standard, right? And by the way, this isn't a double standard. This is what you're. So this isn't like you're saying that I have a double standard. This isn't a double standard. This is a shifting of values. So like you're wrong also in terms of like how you're categorizing this. When you cheer on the richest man in the world firing families from their ability to pay their mortgage or buy groceries. So
What?
yeah.
People in America get fired. If you don't do your job, you're not doing good. You be working at fucking McDonald's, they fire you. How they gonna pay? How they gonna eat the next day? They got no free McDonald's. They ain't got their minimum wage. What they're making? What the government workers are entitled to be. Fuck that. They gotta perform. They gotta do good for us. Do good for the Americans that are paying them, or get the fuck out. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, Willio.
I am, because I think their job's useless. So do you think, so basically based off of your argumentation, do you think that we should never fire people from the government? That's not what I said, is it? Well, it's what you implied. So basically what you're saying is that you used to be skeptical of government talking points. As soon as the new admin took over, you buy it at face value. Okay, so this is a video that I uploaded 2 days ago. And so this is me right here fact-checking something that Elon Musk said in the middle of the video. Like at the beginning, you started talking about the conservatives being the most oppressed people. And then now you're talking about there being a double standard. And then you're saying that there's emotional manipulation. And then I'm saying that I only call out one side. And then I care about wealth disparity. And now you're making an emotional appeal for families that can't pay their mortgage or buy groceries. You're just emotionally charged. Everything that you're saying is emotionally charged. You're disingenuous. You've misrepresented everything that I've said multiple times. So what are we doing here? GOP is erasing Black history. Yeah, little psycho. Yeah, this is a guy.
What? Erasing Black history? Man, come on.
You know what they say? They're not sending their best.
Let them keep sending them. It's great fucking content. Keep sending them. Send them on my way. I got some of them. I can take care of some of them. Y'all come on.
With. And now that he's doing it and he's here, he's going to leave, and so are others, and we're going to keep doing it. We are, and by the way, I find it ironic that a lot of these people out there defending the First Amendment speech, alleged free speech rights of these Hamas sympathizers, they had no problem, okay, pressuring social media to censor American political speech.
That's right. That's right.
Speak it, Rubio. Damn right.
These people had no problem censoring for, quote, misinformation during COVID or misgendering somebody, but they want to keep somebody in the country that is not even a citizen for supporting terrorism.
Fucking stupid.
It's not the same people, though? Yeah, actually it is.
It is the same people. It is the same people.
In fact, as a matter of fact, it is. It's the same apparatuses and the same organizations
Very
that are justifying and celebrating and supporting deplatforming people like Joe Rogan. They are now trying to play defense for a terrorist sympathizer.
Get the fuck out. They get out
Why
of
are
here,
we
too.
deporting terrorists? Because they're bad.
Why would we not deport terrorists?
And we're not deporting terrorists. If they were terrorists, they'd be in jail.
Yep.
We're not even deporting them. They're not even terrorists. They're people that are supporting terrorists.
So I think it's ironic and hypocritical. But the bottom line is this.
Lunatics? Yeah.
If you are in this country to promote Hamas, to promote terrorist organizations, to participate in vandalism, to participate in acts of rebellion and riots on campus, we never would have let you in if we had known that. And now that we know it,
Is it only
you're going to leave.
pro-Palestinian people who are going to have their visas revoked, or
Is it only pro-Palestinian people?
Pro-Palestinian is a lot different than a terrorist. Come on. Who is she trying to fool with this bullshit? Listen to her, y'all. Listen how dumb this fucking bitch is right here. How dumb they think you are. They think you're dumb. They think you're dumb. You'll fall for this shit. Come on, y'all. Don't be ignorant like them. They play ignorant. They're playing ignorant. Stop it. Let's get rid of it. Get rid of it. Done. Get out of here.
Didn't tell me about natural alternatives.
You see how, like, this is, again, the intentional misunderstanding, the intentional misleading. This is, yeah, see, this is how it always works, right? It's this dishonesty. These people can't even have, he's a green card holder. Once you have a green card, you're a citizen, you have the same rights as citizens have.
You do not. Green card is not a citizen. Dumb motherfucker. Adderall crusher. Get the fuck out of here.
Can green card holders vote?
No. No.
Can they vote or not? Some people just don't want Israel to keep bombing innocent people. That doesn't matter. That's not relevant. If the way that you protest that is by supporting terrorists, then you can do that somewhere else.
Damn
This
right.
conversation isn't about Israel at all. It's about a terrorist organization and whether you're supporting them or not. It's very simple. I don't know why you don't understand it.
People are.
That's all I was trying to teach you. Well, no, it's a simple question. Can you vote if you have a green card or not? Is this another crash out? No, you can't. Since when does free speech equal being deported? Okay, so then when you said that you have the same rights as citizens have, that wasn't true. You admit that then, right? So what you previously said is not accurate.
Tell.
The DMs coming after me? Well, I'll ban you and you can deal with the DMs then.
There you go. I bet.
Yeah. You can be against Israel without supporting terrorists. Yeah, you can. And you see the damage that these people are doing to the Palestine movement when they're characterizing support of terrorism as support of Palestine.
Participate in acts of rebellion and riots on campus. We never would have let you in if we had known that. And now that we know it,
Is it only
you're gonna leave.
pro-Palestinian people who are...
See? The entire framing of it is disingenuous. Everything about this is a lie.
going to have their visas revoked,
Wow. 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 Long to say.
or other points of view as well?
No, I think anybody
Other
who's
points of view, again, it's another point of view.
here in favor. Look, we want to get rid of Tren de Aragua gang members. They're terrorists.
That's a great point. I like this. Big Marco. Don't stop with the fucking terrorist supporters of Hamas. Get rid of all of them.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
The president designated them, asked me to designate, and I did, as a terrorist organization. We want to get rid of them as well. We don't want terrorists in America. I don't know how hard that is to understand.
Yeah. How hard is it to say we don't want them here? We don't want you here saying kill us. Would you want you to come to our country and say kill the children? Well, get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck El Salvador. El Salvador, Vámonos, El Salvador.
I know. You would assume this is kind of like a common sense agreement. But no, apparently not.
Pete, we don't want people in our country that are going to be
common fucking sense.
committing crimes and undermining our national security or the public safety. It's that simple, especially people that are here as guests. That is what a visa is. I don't know where we've gotten it in our head that a visa is some sort of birthright. It is not. It is a visitor into our country. And if you violate the terms of your visitation, you are going to leave.
Man.
Okay, Secretary Rubio, I'd like to have you back, talk to you about a lot more on your plate.
I'm sure
another
she
time,
will.
but we have to leave it there.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go, guys.
Good one, good video, awesome. That was great. Man, I love that. The war update, crazy. Respect Asmongold. Listen to you a lot, learn a lot from Asmongold. I'm learning from him. Y'all need to learn from him too. Learn from this man here, Asmongold. I'll put the link in my video so you can see the original video. It's great. Shit's out. Holla at y'all.